Today, we're here to talk about financial wellness and how it is so important for us to prepare for retirement so when the time comes, we are ready. I'm looking forward to our panel discussion with representatives from Voya Financial, MissionSquare Retirement, and HealthEquity so that we can learn how to get us started. As you're watching this presentation, if you have any questions for our panelists, please feel free to ask them in the Q&A chat. With me today is Sherry Phelps. She's a benefits specialist too at the Consolidated Benefits Office, and she's no stranger to assisting employees when they plan to retire. Hey, Sherry, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at the CBO.
Hi, my name is Sherry Phelps, and I've been with Virginia Beach City Public Schools for over 20 years. I'm part of the customer service team, specifically working with retirements. Assisting us today is our panelists, Al Calvo, Viney Glevekis, and Sophia Braceno. Let's have our panelists introduce themselves and briefly state which plan they manage. Al, we can start off with you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Al Calvo, and I work for Voya Financial. I'm one of the 3 local dedicated retirement plan representatives that work exclusively with Virginia Beach City Public School employees on the 403B Retirement Savings Plan. I have over 20 years of experience working with public employees, helping them plan for their retirement.
Thanks, Al. Next is Viney.
Hello, my name is Viney Glevekis, and I'm with MissionSquare Retirement. And I've been in financial services for over 20 years, mostly working with institutional clients. For the last 4 years, I've been working with the DCP plan, and I work with folks that are under the hybrid plan or the Commonwealth of Virginia 457 plan.
Thank you. And finally, Sophia.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia Braceno, and I am a learning specialist here at HealthEquity. I've been with HealthEquity for almost 3 years, specializing in educating our members to provide a real understanding of the benefits you're being offered. And we manage your health savings account, which is the only triple tax advantage account available that lets you contribute pre-tax funds to use on your medical expenses. I'm very excited to be here today and give you some more information on how an HSA can be part of your retirement strategy.
Thank you, Sophia. We're happy to have all of you with us. So we should get started, and we have a lot of questions for each of you on how to save for retirement.
Yes, thank you all. I agree. It sounds like it will be a great session. I'm excited to learn more about retirement readiness. In your opinion, what does retirement readiness mean to each of you? Let's start off with Al. Al?
Thanks, Teresa. I believe that the idea of retirement readiness really comes down to a relatively simple idea. So for any of the math teachers out there that are watching, I think about retirement readiness as an equation. Income minus expenses equal retirement readiness. We know that while expenses may change in retirement, they won't be going away completely. So we need to understand what they will be and plan for them accordingly. The income side of the equation in retirement is really impacted by the decisions we make today. So we want to have as much control as we can to be confident and take advantage of all the income sources available to us in the future.
Thanks, Al. I agree. Viney?
Yeah, so in my outlook, the way I view retirement readiness is that participants have the ability and the financial ability to choose when they want to stop to work. They have the means and they've saved throughout the years that they can make a decision. Today is the day that I choose not to go into work.
And finally, Sophia, let us know what retirement readiness means for the health savings account.
Yeah, this is a great question. To me, retirement readiness is a lifestyle. And what I mean by that is there's no time limit on when to begin preparing for retirement when it comes to your HSA. You are never too young or too old to start. But once you do enter that state of being ready for retirement, an HSA becomes part of your life. It's not something that is planned in one sitting or schedule it all in one afternoon. You're learning these new strategies and tips along the way to continue helping improve your retirement plan. And it really is those small learnings throughout your life that help you prepare for retirement.
Yes, thank you all. Preparing for retirement is crucial, which leads me to ask what the benefits are of participating in each of these plans. Let's start off with Al. Al, what are the benefits of participating in the 403B retirement savings plan?
Sure. So the 403B plan is a great retirement savings option in that it allows somebody to begin to take control of their future by beginning to create an income source for that retirement readiness equation that I mentioned earlier. The 403B plan allows employees the flexibility to enroll at any time throughout the year, as well as the ability to change their savings amount as they need to at any point as well. Another potential benefit is that the employee can choose to have their payroll savings made as a pre-tax deduction. So while they're saving for their future, there is a possible immediate benefit since pre-tax contributions reduce their taxable income in the year that they make them. Now, while they will pay taxes when they take the funds out in retirement, pre-tax contributions may help them today, but they'll certainly want to discuss this with their tax advisor or accountant. Additionally, they will also have numerous planning tools available to them via our website, as well as access to our local plan representatives to assist them along the way.
Thank you, Al. Let's move on to Viney. Viney, what are the benefits of participating in the Commonwealth of Virginia or the COV 457 Deferred Compensation Plan?
Sure, absolutely. So the COV 457 is a supplemental saving and investment account above and beyond what folks are doing with the VRS. It is under the VRS umbrella, so it is the Commonwealth's 457 plan, but essentially it's a way for folks to go ahead, set aside additional dollars above and beyond, and once they get to retirement, hopefully it's going to be another nest egg that they can draw from in their retirement years.
Agree. And finally, Sophia, what would you say are the benefits of enrolling in the Health Savings Account or HSA?
Yeah, there's so many benefits to enrolling in an HSA, but let me give you the most important. First, HSAs are the only triple tax advantage accounts available. So that means your contributions are coming in pre tax, they're growing tax free earnings through interest and investments, and your distributions are always tax free when used on your qualified medical expenses. Also, an HSA is owned by you, which means if you change employers or health plans, the funds stay with you. You never lose them. They roll over year to year, and is no time limit on when you use your funds. Once you turn 65, you can use your HSA funds on anything, not just on qualified medical expenses. There is no penalty for that. It would just be taxed as ordinary income, just like a 401k would be. However, if you're using your funds on your qualified medical expenses, the money is never taxed. And lastly, you can invest your HSA funds so they grow over the long term, and this allows you to accumulate your funds and have them available to use when you retire.
Thank you all. We now understand how beneficial it is to be participating in these plans. Let's find out how these plans work with our VRS retirement plans. In your opinion, Viney, how does the COV 457 fit in conjunction with other retirement plans, such as the VRS pension plans?
Sure, that's a great question. As I mentioned earlier, the 457 is under the VRS umbrella, but within the retirement plans, folks' primary retirement account is going to be either their VRS Plan 1, Plan 2, or hybrid retirement plan. The way this fits in the 457 is it's a way to complement what they're currently doing with their primary retirement account, whether you're in Plan 1, Plan 2, or as a hybrid member.
Thanks, Viney. What about the 403B plan, Al?
Sure. So first off, I think that the Virginia Beach City Public Schools really should be commended for providing so many savings benefits to their employees between the 403B, the COV 457, and the HSA option. A lot of great benefits out there. But similar to the COV 457, the 403B plan provides a great complement to the benefit that school employees will receive from the VRS pension plan by providing the potential for the employee to have access to and control over another stream of income available to them in retirement, allowing them to further solve for that retirement readiness equation that I mentioned before.
And finally, Sophia, how do you think an HSA would benefit someone thinking about retirement soon, as well as somebody newly retired?
Yeah, I'm going to start this one off with a statistic. So, current estimates state that the average American couple will need about $270,000 in retirement to cover your out of pocket healthcare cost. A huge benefit of your HSA is that it works as a tool to save your money to pay for these healthcare costs. So, if you are thinking about retirement soon, you want to take advantage of that $1,000 yearly catch up contribution. So, what that is those 55 and older can contribute an additional $1,000 a year to their HSA. So, if you can max out your HSA yearly, I definitely suggest that you do that and build those funds up before retirement. If you are newly retired, explore investing your HSA to accumulate even more funds that will be available for retirement. Also, once you are retired, I have mentioned this before, but the funds in your HSA can continue to be used and they are rolling over year after year. You can use the funds for your qualified medical expenses, or if you don't use it on your qualified medical expenses, there is no penalty. It would just be taxed as ordinary income.
Wow, we just learned about the benefits of participating in various benefit plans. Let's start with Sophia for the next questions. Sophia, what are some things that you should consider when investing for retirement?
Something to consider when you're investing your HSA funds is the investment threshold. You do need at least $2,000 in your HSA to begin investing. So anything over that amount can be investing or invested. And I know that investing can be intimidating. So we do offer 3 investment options to suit your investment experience. So those include self driven, which is completely directed by you. GPS, which suggests investment options based on age, investment objectives, investment experience, and more. This option gives you the opportunity to select your own investments based on targeted advice. And you do have autopilot as an option as well, where you create a risk profile and your portfolio will automatically be built and periodically rebalance based on specified factors. So, if you are new to investing, autopilot is a great choice. But overall, I do suggest to check out the investment desktop and review these options before you begin investing. That way, you're well informed and can invest confidently.
Okay, then Sophia, what resources are available for us to learn more about the health savings account?
There's always something new to learn about your health savings account. So, we do have many resources that you can access. We offer weekly webinars where you can register to learn more about HSA basics, strategies with an HSA, as well as retirement readiness with your HSA. We also have a help center where you can look up your questions and find relevant articles and blog posts. And that is located through our website as well as your member portal account. And lastly, our member services team is available 24/7, 365 days a year. So if you do have any questions, you can give them a call and they are more than happy to help.
Thank you, Sophia. Al, what are some things that you should consider when investing for retirement?
That's a really great question, Sherry. And I think that sometimes employees think that investing is the same as investments. However, I really believe that understanding and educating yourself early on to the benefits you'll have available to you is a critical first step in the overall planning process. A lot of clients that I meet with are under the impression that the payments that they will receive from VRS and Social Security are going to be enough in retirement, which we know may not be the case for the majority of retirees out there. So while the VRS Plan 1, 2, and hybrid and Social Security may provide a head start for school employees, they're really just that, a head start. So once somebody has a framework on what benefits they have available for retirement, we can really then begin working with them to incorporate that income versus expenses equation, incorporating the specific investments available to them in the 403B, along with their overall risk tolerance, so that they're looking at their retirement plan from the biggest possible viewpoint.
Thanks, Al. What resources are available for us to learn more about the VB CPS 403B plan?
Sure. So our website, which is https:// vbcps403b.bereadytoretire.com, and I know it's a mouthful, is an excellent source of information, not only about the 403b plan, but also for other various aspects of financial education and retirement planning, such as the My Orange Money retirement tool, where somebody can enter in their various sources of retirement income, like the VRS, like Social Security, to see if they're on track to be retirement ready, as well as our Voya Learn platform, which provides on-demand videos covering a variety of financial education topics. Our website also provides employees the ability to use our online scheduler to make an individual appointment with one of our local Voya representatives to discuss the 403b plan or just do an overall retirement readiness checkup.
Thanks, Al. That's wonderful. And finally, Viney, what are some things that you should consider when investing for retirement?
Yeah, so what folks really want to do is get a good handle and a good understanding on how much risk they're looking to take on. They have to understand that, and then it's important to stay focused on their long-term goal. When is that goal? Is it 10 years from now, 20 years from now? And understand that, one day the market will be up, one day the market will be down, but they really want to focus on that long-term goal. And it's important to remember that it's really time in the market and not timing the market when thinking about those long-term goals.
Thanks. And Viney, what resources are available for me to learn more about the COV 457 or the hybrid plan?
So where I'd suggest folks go to is to varetire.org. From varetire.org, you'll see that there is a section for defined contribution plans. And from there, you can find information either on the hybrid retirement plan, if you're a hybrid member, or you can find information on the Commonwealth of Virginia 457. So start with varetire.org and then go under defined contribution plans.
This is very informative. In your opinion, Viney, what are the benefits of making voluntary contributions to the hybrid retirement plan?
Great question. So for hybrid retirement plan members, you want to first focus on making those voluntary contributions, and it's really important. And I think we can all agree that setting aside money for retirement is a good thing. So setting aside those dollars for retirement, that's a good thing. Now, in doing such, your employer will provide matching dollars. And so there's free money on the table. And if there's matching dollars involved, always make sure to try to get that matching money.
If I decide to make voluntary hybrid contributions, Viney, how do I do that? And when will it take effect?
Sure. So folks can put in their voluntary contribution request at any point in time, but they're only processed quarterly, meaning it will take effect the month following the quarter's end. But how you would go ahead and put in the request is, one is you can just log into your hybrid account and log in under DCP account access and then set your voluntary contributions through the plan's website. The other alternative is you can call our customer service and they can take that request from you verbally via the phone. And they're available Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 9 p.m. The last option is you're welcome to schedule a Zoom appointment with me, and I can go ahead and we can schedule some time and set the voluntary contributions that way. So regardless whether it's through the website, through our customer service, or working with myself, we're happy to help get those voluntary contributions set. Just don't forget, it'll start up the month following the quarter's end.
Thank you. I do
You're
have
welcome.
one more question for you, Viney. Does the COV 457 offer a Roth plan, and what are the potential benefits of electing one?
Sure. So it's important for members and participants to know that the hybrid plan, if you're a hybrid member, does not have the Roth option. But if you're participating in the Commonwealth of Virginia 457, you can make Roth contributions. And the benefit there is there could be tax-free income for you possibly in retirement. So there is a Roth contribution option in the Commonwealth of Virginia 457, and the benefit is possible tax-free income in retirement.
Wonderful. Thank you, Viney. Great information. Now, Al, What are the contribution limits for the 403B plan? And can I contribute to both the COV 457 and the 403B plan?
Sure. So an employee can contribute up to $20,500 in 2022 into the 403B. If the employee is age 50 or over at any time this year, even if they don't turn 50 until New Year's Eve, they can take advantage of the age 50 catch-up and contribute a total of $27,000 this year. Keep in mind that the contributions to the 403B are made specifically via a deduction through school payroll, and that this total amount is combined between a pre-tax and a Roth deduction, which I'll talk about in a second. And Sherry, to answer your question about contributing to both the 403B and 457, the answer is absolutely. Employees can participate and contribute to both plans and take advantage of making the maximum annual contributions to each plan as well if they are able. Our website has information on the maximum contribution amounts for a number of different retirement plans, including 403Bs, 457 plans, as well as 401k plans.
Great. Al, does a 403B plan offer Roth? And if so, what are the potential benefits of electing one?
Sure. So the answer is yes. In addition to the pre-tax contributions that I mentioned earlier with the 403B plan, the plan does offer the employees the option to designate their payroll contributions as Roth contributions. So different from a traditional 403B contribution that is pre-tax, Roth contributions are made from income that has already been taxed. However, when the employee retires, generally speaking, the earnings in a Roth account are distributed to them tax-free, assuming they have met certain IRS requirements. Now, keep in mind that your decision to make pre-tax or Roth contributions could impact your tax situation. So employees that are interested in utilizing this Roth contribution feature should really consult with their tax advisor or accountant first. And then lastly, in the 403B, the employee can also choose to split their payroll contributions between both the pre-tax and a Roth contribution as well.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Al. Let's not forget about the benefits of the HSA. Sophia, why should we invest in funds in the health savings account? And what type of funds are available?
So far, we learned the amount of money you will need in retirement for out of pocket healthcare costs, and investing your HSA funds can help you reach that. This is what helped me understand why to invest my HSA funds. Let's say you have $2,000 that you want to set aside and contribute to your HSA. If you're simply letting this $2,000 roll over year after year for the next 24 years at a 0.5% rate of return without investing it, you will have nearly $51,000 to use on health expenses in retirement. However, if you decided to invest those $2,000 at an average 6% annual return rate, you would double that amount and have over $101,000 to use in retirement. Choosing to invest even a portion of your HSA and leave it invested each year can significantly increase your retirement health savings. And to answer your second question, you do have access to 23 different Vanguard funds, including target date funds. They are low cost, high quality funds. 21 of the 23 funds are Morningstar Medalist funds, and 13 of those are gold rated. And HealthEquity does watch the funds and make changes to our fund lineup based on how it's performing. The great thing is that you can view the lineup before selecting your investments, so you can research the funds and have the information you need to make your decision.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sophia. How do we get educational support to understand how to best grow my HSA investments? And is there an age requirement to begin withdrawing HSA investment funds?
You can use health equity resources available on our website, which is healthequity.com. And what you have access to is the investment calculator, relevant blog posts, HSA investment educational content, different levels of investment option tools, and self service step by step real time on screen user guidance. And there is no age requirement to begin withdrawing HSA investment funds. You can withdraw money out of invested funds at any time. And as a reminder, after the age 65, you can withdraw for non medical expenses without a penalty, and you would just pay ordinary income tax on those funds.
Perfect. Thanks, Sophia. Well, we've learned a lot today during our panel discussion. We hope that the information you've learned will help you start or boost your financial gain in the future. Thank you all for participating in our panel discussion. If someone is interested in speaking with you or scheduling an in-depth counseling, how can they contact you? Do you have a website where they can learn more about your plan? Let's start with Al this time.
Thank you. First off, I want to thank the Consolidated Benefits Office for providing us with this opportunity to share with you the importance of being retirement ready and what that means. And hopefully this time has given you the tools or started to give you the tools you have available to become more confident as you start to work on your retirement readiness equation, income minus expenses. I can always be reached via phone at 757-284-8655 or by email at al.calvo@voya.com. Our website is also, again, an excellent source of information about the 403B plan, as well as on other various aspects of financial education and retirement planning, like the My Orange Money and Voya Learns tools that I mentioned before. Again, the website also gives you the opportunity and the ability to use our online scheduler to make an individual appointment with one of the local Voya representatives. If you have any questions, if you need any help, or if you just like to sit down and do a more in-depth look at where you are on the road to retirement readiness.
Great. And next, Viney.
Yeah, I'm happy to visit with employees and chat with them and schedule an individual account review. So if folks have interest and they want to go ahead and meet and discuss either the 457 or the hybrid retirement plan, I'm happy to do that. The best way to schedule that is through the plan's website. You can go to varetire.org, go to defined contribution plans, and you can schedule an individual appointment that way. You're certainly also welcome to call or email me, and we can arrange a meeting that way as well. And if you need my number, I can be reached at 202-748-2789.
And Sophia.
If you do have any questions, please give our member services team a call. They are available 24/7, 365 days a year. Even if you don't have an account set up with HealthEquity just yet, they can certainly answer those general questions for you. And they can be reached at 866-346-5800. Or if you do prefer to visit healthequity.com, you do have our resources and tools available to you as well.
Wonderful. This was a great and informative session. Wow, I sure have learned a lot more, as I hope everybody has as well. Please remember that if you're not contributing to any of these retirement savings plans, it's not too late to invest in your future. Please be sure to read more about these plans in our benefits guide located on our benefits site at www.vbgov.com/benefits. Keep in mind that you can enroll at any time in these plans and not just during open enrollment.
And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact the Consolidated Benefits Office at 757-263-1060 or by email at benefits@vbschools.com. Be sure to have your pen and paper ready, as we will have at the end of this presentation our panelists' contact information to ensure that you have the opportunity to speak with or participate in our great retirement savings plans and or the health savings account. On behalf of Teresa, our panelists, and myself, We would like to thank you all for your time and for joining us. Please stay safe and be well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.